Hi guys, and welcome to a 19th Coffee Chat. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Today we're joined by Regina, who's one of our content writers
Hi,
here at Pure
everybody.
Greens. Welcome on. And today we'll be talking about Quora and why you should use it for your container farm business.
Right.
Cheers. Regina, what is Quora and why is it important for farmers to use it?
Sure. So Quora is basically a question and answer website that allows people to get information. One of the reasons why it's actually very important is it's a top 10 website. It basically actually shows up in Google searches now whenever you ask a question. The second thing is that it allows you to get a lot of branding in front of thousands of people, even if you don't have a following to start off with first. And lastly, it just shows off your expertise, especially in farming. If you have a certain method or whatever that you're doing, it allows people to show that you actually know what you're doing.
Great. So how does a new farmer start using Quora?
Actually, it's very simple. So when you go to Quora, it's Quora.com. It'll basically ask you to sign up or sign in. You can either do it with Google or you can do it with Facebook. You can also do it with your email. As soon as you sign up, just make sure that you put in if you have a business name, put that in. Make sure you use your business website, all the information that you need to know. And actually, after you have signed up, the first thing that Quora will give you a list of different topics that you can follow. Definitely the thing that you want to make sure is that any of those topics you want to follow are included with the type of farming that you do. So if you are strawberry farmer, if you do vertical farming, urban farming, anything like that, you want to make sure that you are following those topics as well as answering those questions.
So pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
So after a farmer sets up their account, what's the first thing that they should do?
Excellent question. So the first thing that you should do is try to find a question that that relates to whatever your niche is when you're farming, and try to find that perfect question that you can answer very in-depthly. Basically, you want to show off your expertise in that particular subject, and once you answer it, then people will kind of know, like, hey, this person knows what they're doing.
Awesome. And how many hours per week should you spend in answering these questions?
It kind of depends on the question, but you definitely want to spend at least 30 minutes if it's a very, because that way it'll show your expertise whenever you're answering it, and you want something to be a in-depth answer to whatever that question is. It's better to spend 30 minutes writing an answer than to spend 5 minutes writing one answer for like 30 questions.
So it's better to be more detailed.
Exactly. The more detailed you are, the higher that your votes will get with that question, and then the more you'll actually show off that expertise on Quora.
Awesome. How many times a week should a farmer spend on answering these questions?
Sure. Once is probably the minimum, once a week. 2 is actually going to be better. However, if you're kind of just starting out, every day, if you want to make posts or answer questions, is perfectly fine. It's, again, it's a cheap way to get your name out there and, again, to show your expertise. And then once you get a following on other social media and you respond to people, make sure you let them know about your other social media presences like Facebook, Twitter, whatever you're on, as well as your website.
So it's a good marketing tool.
It definitely is, and it's a very cheap and easy marketing tool.
Do you have any other pieces of advice for new farmers?
Yeah, absolutely. So as with anything else on social media, please don't expect, to get instant followers or instant upvotes. The myth that if you build it, they will come is exactly that. It's a myth. You kind of have to build it up. So it will be a little bit of patience. However, if you are answering those questions as in-depthly as you can, you're showing off your expert knowledge, you'll actually get a lot of people to follow you and read your questions as well as upvote you on Quora, so it'll show them like, hey, this is someone who knows what they're talking about in farming.
Awesome. That was a lot of great information, Regina. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with us.
Sure, thank you for having me back.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again next week.